Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm going to do my reaction to the FIFA 18 player ratings for Sheffield United. So before we get into the video, make sure to drop a big fat like on it. It just lets me know that you appreciate the content, and every like counts because it just lets my video get up in the search rankings, etc, etc. So yeah, make sure to drop a like. So getting into the first player, it's actually Super Billy Sharp. It's 70 overall. We've got a shiny card as well, which is always nice to see. So he's got 66 pace, 72 shot, 69 dribbling, 74 physicality. He doesn't look bad. He's not that fast in real life, in my opinion. I'd give him around, 61, the low 60s, but, it's always good to play with him like that. 74 finishing, can't say that he's surprised at that. 70 composure, could be higher to be honest. 79 strength, 80 jumping. Is approaching the age now where EA like to downgrade players, but it hasn't happened yet for Billy Sharp, luckily. So 70 rated for Billy Sharp. And then next up we have Richard Stearman, obviously one of his summer signings, and according to EA it's the best summer signing in terms of overall. So he's got 54 pace, he's got 73 physicality, 67 defending, and his card, it looks okay. He looks like an okay player for career mode, but on Ultimate Team he's not going to be favoured okay. So 67 defending is really good, 73 physicality, but that pace aspect could be better. But yeah, is a good player for the Championship. Then next up at 69 overall as well, we have Clayton Donaldson. So I don't really agree with a couple of stats. I reckon that he should have more pace. I reckon it should be the higher 70s. And then I reckon that, what else was I going to say? I forgot what else I was going to say. But he's got good physicality, so he's going to be a hold-up player, but he's also going to be able to get in behind. He's at the age now where EA like to decline players, so you can't moan too much about him having a low pace stat. But Clayton Donaldson is going to be a very, very good player on this career mode and Ultimate Team, I reckon. For Sheffield United, anyway. And then next up we have Ched Evans at 69 overall as well. Don't really know why, to be honest. I don't reckon that he's worthy of a 69 overall. First season, last season, back in English football, he got I forgot how many goals it was. I think it was 5 in the whole season for Chesterfield. 70 pace, 67 finishing, which is fair enough. 82 strength, 81 aggression. He's overrated in my opinion. I reckon he should be around 66. There's a couple of players that should be his rating that aren't. And his card isn't that good either, He's got the stats, but who's going to really want to strike with 61 dribbling? It's weird. But yeah, Ched Evans, 69 overall. And then next up we have another 69 overall player. It's John Fleck. His stats are very well rounded. They're all above 60, or 60 or above. 70 dribbling, 72 physicality, 69 passing, which I do agree with thoroughly. Yeah, just look at all them stats. A lot of greens, a lot of yellows. There's not many, oranges. He's going to be a very, very good player. I'm not sure how strength works in FIFA, because 71 strength could be good, but I don't know whether because he's only a small player he's going to, get bullied by, taller players. I don't know how strength works, but I'd expect him to, be able to do a good old long pass. So John Fleck, 69 overall. So then, now we've done all them 69 overall players, and I've got a 68 player in Chris Basham. I don't know whether he's going to be not midget, but smaller than he is in real life on this FIFA. Because he was like 5'11" on last FIFA. He's at least 6'2", in my opinion. So he's got 67 pace, 76 physicality, 65 defending, and he's a very, very usable card. And honestly, as a cheap Championship defender, he's going to be a good player. If you want to just make a silver non-race squad, just 200 coins for each player, he's going to be one of the players that you're going to want to get. So the second 68 rated player is John Lundstrom, which I agree with. He's been at Oxford, he's been a captain for them, and now he's got his step up. It's his time to shine. When he gets first team appearance, that's going to be when he really shows how good he is. But 74 passing, well, short passing, 68 long pass. I reckon that his passing is a key aspect to his play. I reckon, because he's from, Liverpool or something like that, I reckon he's a Stevie G sort of player. He's around Steven Gerrard's height. He's only 23 years old as well. He's got plenty of years to improve. And when we've got a couple of midfielders that are aging, Coots, Fleck, Duffy, he's going to be coming by the end of the season, I reckon, and really showing how good he is. So, John Lundstrom at 68 overall. So the last 68 overall player is actually Canberra Carter Vickers. I said his name really weird then, but oh well. But he's got 65 pace, he's got 72 physicality, and he's got 68 defending. I'm not really sure how good he actually is. He's only ever played like 1 or 2 starts for us so far. In which he did actually grab a goal. He should have at least 70 finish in my opinion after that goal. He's going to be another one of them players that's probably going to work his way into the side by the end of the season. Now we have Jake Wright in his 30s, we have Chris Basham at 29 years old. So yeah, we have an aging defence and he will end up coming in. But the card is fair enough. I feel like there's a couple of players lower down who should be around his overall, because think about it, Carter Vickers, this is the first team where he's going to have a real chance of getting first team football. So 68 overall, it's a bit high, but it's a usable card. So next up we have Mark Duffy, 77 pace, do not agree with that at all. 69 dribbling, physicality, fair enough, he's got good jumping, but I feel like the stats should all be took down by like 4 or 5. And on his pace, just no, right? He never really does get past players very well. He likes to make runs forward, but as soon as a defender comes from behind him, he's always trying to, guard the ball. So I feel like pace, it should be, mid-60s. So yeah, he made a bit of a fudge up on that one. Another thing I want to say, right midfielder. Did he play right midfielder last season? He might have done one while he converted to the 4-4-2, but he didn't play there when it was the 3-5-2. He plays centre mid with Fleck and Coots, possibly other midfielders at times. So I don't agree with that position. It should be CM or Cam. He's not going to be used for that primary reason. If he was a Cam, he'd be a good little starter player, but no, a right mid is not going to get used. He'd be alright for career mode, but yeah, you really should have him as a CM. And then next up we have Ender Stevens. So down in League 2, he's managed to get himself a 67 rated card. He must be one of the best players to be in League 2 for a long time at that. So acceleration 71, sprint speed 70. He's got 70 pace, he's got 66 dribbling, 62 defending, 67 physicality. He's not got too bad of a card, all of his stats pretty average, he's not exactly got immensely good stats going forward, but none of his defensive stats are good. So Ender Stevens, a well-rounded card at 67 overall. So next up we have Paul Coots, who's actually been cleared to play against Wednesday on Sunday. Awesome to say. He's got 71 pace, 73 physicality, 69 dribbling, 66 pass. He's another player with a really well-rounded card. I reckon that his stats even might be better than Fleck, And insanely, because Coots was a reject in the Championship before he joined us. He was at Derby, never really getting played. I do actually have a Derby mate who's a Derby fan who's my mate, and he actually did quite like Coots at Derby. So it just seems like the managers didn't really want to play him, like some McLaren, but he's at us, he's settled, controlling the game, especially against Derby, where we won 3-1. Match day vlog on this channel, I thought I'd add that as well. But yeah, he looks really good. Him and Flex are very similar players, so I wouldn't recommend playing them both at the same time, if possible. But it's completely up to you. If you play well with that style of player, play Lundstrom, Fleck and Coots if you really want to. But yeah, Coots 66 overall. I just thought to add as well, I do not agree with the rating at all. Should be at least 68 to 69. If Lundstrom can get a 68 rated, why can't Coots? So then next up we have Kieran Freeman, who is a 66 overall player. I wouldn't say that I agree that, he's a Championship player. It doesn't say it anywhere in here, obviously. But he hasn't really been amazingly good. I think a Norwich player actually broke his ribs at the weekend. Ridiculous that was. I thought he was just winded, but he's actually got something to do with his ribs that broke. But he kept on playing for another 2 or 3 minutes after that, insanely. But he's got, I just need to show you this, hold on. He's got really similar stats to Ender Stevens, hold on. There you go, look. 70 pace, 72 pace. Then if you look on the right hand side at both of the players, they both got identical right hand side, which, you know, Wilder seems to have a similar style of fullback that he likes, which I can't blame him. What's Freeman's finishing? He should have higher finishing than that. I think he got 7 or 8 goals last season. I know he's a right wing back and you can't moan too much, but honestly, do your research. But I would say that the rating is quite fair for Freeman. So next up we've got Danny Lafferty. You might have just saw some of the other players, you might already know, to be honest. But he's got 75 pace. Not sure I agree with that, to be honest, not sure at all. 64 defending, 65 physicality, 64 dribbling. He's like the other 2 fullbacks we've covered. He's just average, you know. None of us that's really stick out, other than pace maybe. He could actually be quite a usable fullback, to be honest. I say he should be a wing back like Freeman though, because it was them 2 that were operating as the wing backs the whole of last season, or maybe Hussey dropping in for a game. But yeah, I feel like he should be a wing back. I agree with the rating though. He's not amazing in the Championship, and League One rating for a good League One player is around 66 overall, so, you know, fair enough. So I'm going to get through them a bit faster now. So next up we've got Caelan Lavery. He's got pretty good pace, you know, 77 acceleration, going to get off the mark very well. 67 finishing, and when you look at all the shooting stats, they're all pretty good. That long shot stat might be a good one, you know, if you want to take a quick old long shot. But he's another striker, another player that just sticks out. Averageness, you know, no amazing stats. We've got no really pacey players in the squad, which, if there's one thing I could reflect on the transfer market as a whole, we should have got a pacey player in. But Caelan Lavery, or Colin Lavery, however you say it, 66 overall. So then guys, next up we have George Baldock, and it's different to what we have, okay? Is around the same pace as Lafferty. He's got 58 defending, like, yeah, really? 58 defending for a fullback. Not sure he's going to get used much now. You know, the actual defensive stats are good. I think it's simply because of that heading accuracy that it's so low. So in case you're looking at getting Baldock, don't look away. It's just because of these stats here, these couple of stats here. Look, he's got fine standing and sliding tackling, so don't worry. But yeah, let's go on to the next player. So the next player is the Lost Silver, and it's Leon Clark. Don't agree with the fact that he's only 65 overall, simply because last season he got a fair amount of goals, especially towards the end of it, and he's a good League One striker. And if a good League 2 player is around 66 overall, good League 1 player is around 69 overall, he should be around 67, 68 overall in my opinion. His stats aren't terrible. Don't get why he's only got 58 finishing though. I don't know what it is with VA only giving target men like low finishing. What, 86 strength, 85 aggression. He's going to be a decent striker to come off of a bench, you know, if we need a goal. So yeah, Leon Clark, 65 overall. I honestly object against this rating, EA. 64 rated for Jake Wright. Lost 1 game for us in which we was cheated out of it anyway. 63 pace, 65 defending, 67 physicality. Them stats stick out at a silver player, not a bronze player, alright? If you want Jake Wright and you're put off by the fact he's a bronze, just look at these stats on your screen right now. He's not a bronze at all with them stats. He's an insane player. I'm definitely going to play him at one point during this FIFA if I need to. But he's really good, and at 31 years old, got a season left in him. And if you play career mode, probably won't end up playing him because, you know, he's old and boring. But Jake Wright's a fantastic defender. Lost 1 game for us in around 30 games. Do not agree at all. If I didn't agree with that overrating, I definitely don't agree with this. Jack O'Connell, 56 pace, 64 defending, 71 physicality, 64 overall. Really, eh? Like, honestly, he aids. Honestly, I need to stop saying honestly, but standing tackle 68, sliding tackle 62. That should be high for a start. If a defender sees him coming in for a slide tackle, they're getting demolished. Okay, I don't care what you say. That is not fair. His heading accuracy, fair enough. 63 marking, fair enough, but honestly, it should be at least 68 overall. Cameron Carter-Vickers can get that overall. So can Jake Wright. So can Jack O'Connell. Fair enough, they've been playing in League One. Never really shown up in the Championship, whatever, because they didn't get played or whatever. But Cameron Carter-Vickers has never even played in League One of the Championship until now. So yeah, Jack O'Connell and Jake Wright should be higher. Then next up is a player that I've actually already bought. I'm not sure whether I've got it up yet, but I've actually brought David Brooks, as you can see in my squad. This is my squad thus far. In case you haven't played the web app yet, make sure to play it. It's pretty cool. They've reset it and everything, but David Brooks, let's just go on to him on this screen. He's had a huge upgrade. He was 55 overall last FIFA. He looks quite good. I wouldn't recommend shooting with him, but his dribbling stats look very good. You wouldn't be ashamed, and not ashamed, you wouldn't be shy to go on a run with him. And he's got a good pass stat there. Look, short passing 69, long pass 64. So the sort of player is going to be, you need to run with him and do a nice little through ball to your striker. And well, looking at what I've got him with 85 pace, him with 90 pace. It's going to work quite well, isn't it? So David Brooks at 64 overall. And then you can see these last players here. So Hennigan has 63 overall. I'm actually going to zoom in for you guys. He's a 63 overall after playing over at Motherwell. 62 defending, 69 physicality. There isn't really much to say about him because he's new to the club. He's only ever had a cup game. So yeah, Hennigan at 63 overall. Samir Carruthers, honestly, he should be a silver as well. EA have really, you know, notched. I reckon that each player just about should have a +2 overall compared to what we've got here. So Carruthers, his stats are pretty good, you know, 68 pace and dribbling, 62 passing, but I just feel like he should be a silver. Nathan Thomas, if you look at his stats, he's actually got quite good stats. You wouldn't be shy to take a shot with him, definitely. He's better than his rating suggests, if you ask me. He's better than Brooks in stats. So Nathan Thomas is a good piece option to come off of the bench at 63 overall. And then we have James Hansen at 62 overall. Honestly, he really shouldn't have made the move towards. He should have known that he wasn't going to get played in the Championship. His stats aren't too good either. He's got 61 finishing, somehow higher than Leon Clark. Doesn't make sense to me. But look at that physicality. He's going to be a good player to come off of the bench for you. And when he's fit, I reckon that's what Wilder will use him for. But yeah, that is it for the outfield players. I've just got 3 goalkeepers to show you right now. And then the video will be it after you guys haven't put up with me for like 20 minutes. If you have got this far, actually, tell me down in the comments, put hashtag 20 minutes or something, just so then I know. But Simon Moore at 65 overall. He's got pretty good stats. I reckon that he's another player that should be higher. You know, the starting keeper for our whole last season. Should be at least 67, 68. Then Jamal Blackman at 64 overall. Can't really go too wrong after playing in League 2 at Wickham. And then Jake Eastwood at 55 overall. Who knows, he might be the new Brooks. For all we know, next season he might be in the first team. Because Brooks was that rating last season and saw what's happened now. And see what's happened now. So, yeah, this is the end of the video. It's actually, let's have a look. 55 past 10 at night, so I need to go to sleep after this because school the next day. You know who likes school. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you hate school, kids. But yeah, if you want another FIFA video on maybe the players that have gone out of the club, which I have actually just thought of out of the top of my head, which is a cool idea, make sure to tell me down in the comments. If you want to do a FIFA career mode with the Blades, make sure to tell me as well. So yeah, like, subscribe, enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.